Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. That by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to take the water toward the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Shah Hanan Awaf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I want to start in the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 2. It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." Which is a beautiful thing. And then it goes off into talking about, if you lack wisdom, ask Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for it, because he give it to you liberally, but you have to ask with faith, not be wavering. You don't want to be up and down when it comes down to prayer in general anyway. Anything that you're praying for, you want to know that you have it. Don't just be praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and, you bouncing and flipping. If a thought come into your mind of you bouncing and flipping, like, oh, he might do it, he might not, you gotta shoot that imagination down. You gotta cut that thought, man. But the point that I wanted to go off into, as far as this lesson, is, when you come into this truth, and you're gonna go through some things, you're gonna constantly kind of be going through some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But we have the difference between you being in this truth, and knowing these scriptures, as opposed to somebody that don't. You have something to fight with. See? These scriptures are what we fight with, man. You're supposed to be, anytime something that comes to your mind or anything that happens, it can be whatever. Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, because it all really starts from the spirit world, but you got to go hard with these scriptures, man. You got to be like, because you can remind yourself of this. Let me get on verse 4 again. Matter of fact, let me just start it back from the top. Verse 2 again. "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations." So, which means different types of troubles, basically. "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." Because over time, as you go through what you're going through, it helps. It helps you to become more patient and more temperate. It helps you to, it's like going to, I guess I would use football practice. If you've ever played football, or if you ever played a sport and you had to go to practice, all that rigorous practice, you tired, you burnt out, you sore. But when it's game time, you good to go. If you jumping into the boxing ring with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you've been training, you've been running, you're doing 20 miles a day, you on the bag, you doing your hookup, you hitting the weights, you doing this, as opposed to somebody he just sat around, and then all of a sudden, he like, all right, well, the fight is next week, and then he starts to try and, get it together. No, you want to be ready when it jumps off. But anyway, let me get this one too. Not gonna be a long lesson. I wanted to get this one in the Apocrypha too, though. But like I said, once you come into this truth, hey, some things gonna go down. You might lose a spouse, a job, a car, your house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just know that. Matter of fact, let me get this one as well. Let's get this Proverbs 20 and 24. It says, "Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" So, when you get up in the morning, your day, the Lord already got that day planned out. And all of us are different. All of us need different things, because basically we're being pushed through a fire, so to speak, being purged, being cleaned up, getting off all the impurities away. Some of us have, anger issues. Some have patience issues, temperance, self-control issues. Some of us have, sexual issues as far as control, as far as, things like that. And we're all a body doing different things, but the Lord is cleaning up his people as a perfect, bride, so to speak, a perfect woman, because we are a body. We all play a different part. One might, you might be the finger, one might be the ears. I mean, or you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord, Yahweh Shai, he's the head, of course, Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then the men, and then the women, it's an order of things, but you get what I'm saying? But our goings are of the Lord. So if something happened, you gotta, scripture should be popping in your mind, because like I said, again, the average person, when they going through something and they not into this truth, they don't know these scriptures, man, they just gonna bug out. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna go ape shit. They're not gonna know how to handle just chilling. That's how a lot of Jake go to jail. That's how a lot of Jake get killed. A lot of Jake, get into a lot of serious trouble, man, because they have absolutely no patience or self-control over their carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a fight between the spirit and the flesh. So we have to continue fighting spiritually, Hey, this is our warfare. The scripture says that. Our weapons are not carnal. They're spiritual. So when you're going through something, what did the Lord say? Go through it. You're going to come out on the other end of it better, man, as a better person. You're going to be stronger, because what's about to come in these last days, it's about to be so chaotic out here, man. People about to be losing their fucking mind, man. It's going to be a lot of weird. I'm talking about people going to be losing it. You haven't seen nothing yet. So by you going through all this, for lack of better terms, turmoil right now, you're actually being built for what's to come, which is beautiful, man. All praises to Yahweh Shai for that. But I did want to get this one, Sirach 2, or Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha. If you got the 1611 King James, I'm going to start from the top. Verse 1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." It's going to be all kinds of shit popping up, man. It's literally saying prepare. Just know that it's coming, because it's coming. This is not something that you get into and it's just smooth sailing. It's not white Jesus Christianity. White Jesus Christianity teach you that, I give $100, the Lord gonna give me 1,000 back. That prosperity gospel. Nah, man, you come into this truth, things are gonna start to happen. It's gonna be a shakeup in your world. People are gonna separate from you. People are not gonna be around you. Because you're gonna be different. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be changed up when you come into this truth, man. You're supposed to be able to, chalk it up as a loss and keep it moving. Because the Lord said, those that lose houses, spouses and, children or whatever, you know what I'm saying, roughly paraphrasing it. He said, you're going to get that back 100-fold in the kingdom, man. Don't worry about that right now, because it's going to come a point where we're going to have to literally just shut down and let everybody around us really just go for real. Like right now, you can just kick it with them, have coffee with them, damn donuts, have dinner with them. But it's going to come a point where all that's going to be done away with. Why? Because they're going to be out here ready to take that MOTB. You're going to be ready to take that chippity chip. And, of course, we don't want our parents to. We don't want our children to. We've been warning them. And we're praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that he will, keep us, guide us, help us to not fall, man, not to falter. And that's the reason why we're into what we're into right now, because it's a build up. We're working out. We're working out for the final fight. That's basically what, doing these lessons are about, and feeding the flock. We're training up ourselves, and our people, warning the flock of what's to come. Preparation, man. That's why it says, prepare your soul for temptation. Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. See, you have to constantly endure. You can't, what's the use of getting to the end of the race and sitting there? Here you go. You just an inch away from the ribbon. Or you get in the last round of the bout, and now you're just not swinging no more. You're not putting your arms up and playing defense, no nothing. You're just taking, what's the use in that? It says constantly endure. You take a shot, you endure that shot, you come back, you counter. I mean, that's why Paul was using, the example of racing and boxing. We're not beating at the air, Hey, when we throw something, we connecting. You should have that mindset of, I'm connect this hook, this uppercut, this jab, everything coming your way, you're going to feel, you're going to get it. You throwing it my way, I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's a way to look at it. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble, which means don't bug out when it's trouble time. Because that right there is how people get into a lot of stuff. You see it all the time. Look at YouTube. Look at TikTok. Look at, you see people just lose it, man. They just lose it. Like I watched this video yesterday. I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was a Walmart or damn Home Depot or wherever it was, but a lady was behind a man and she kept bumping him with her cart. And he just walks away and picks up this big ass shopping cart, man, and raises it above his head and throws it and hit her right in the head, and she just plumps to the ground. And she wasn't, moving, so I don't even know, I'm assuming it, knocked her ass out, but still, ain't no telling what happened from that. He could have went to jail. He's going to get time. You're going to get fines. You're going to need a lawyer. You're going to need all these different things because they got you on camera. So if they got you on camera, you already know by you leaving the parking lot, they got a camera in the parking lot. They got your plate number. It's not like they're going to pull up on you. But the point that I wanted to make is, why get yourself into something like that, Why not just step away? Sometimes you got to take the L. Step away. Like, man, this bitch crazy, man. Let me go over here, man, before I do something. So you have to use wisdom, man. Okay, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. That's what you're looking for. At the last end comes increase. Now, can you see it from the beginning? Nah, you got to get to the end. You're like, oh man, that's why I went. That's why, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because he's going to bless you if you endure. You're going to, you're going to get what you need out of it. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. You got to take it, just take it with a grain of salt, baby. Just, hey, all right, you're supposed to be taking it cheerfully and being thankful. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Whatever that situation may have been, man, it could have been worse. But the Lord said that he would not, place more on us than, we can bear, roughly paraphrasing. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So that's pretty much what's going on. When you're going through something, you can't just give in, man. You got to go. You got to roll with the punches, man. Use the scriptures. The Lord said to take this cheerfully. You could just keep that in mind. The Lord said to take this cheerfully. I'm going to chill. You see what I'm saying? It says, I'm going to be increased at thy end. Keep that in mind. And that should be enough to get you through. Just keep it in mind. Laugh it off, All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just keep it in mind, man, and just keep moving. It says, verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way around. Trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that believe the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. See? So, it's a lot. I'm at the plantation, but I'm, got this little time to do this little lesson. But anyway, you get the point, man. You can't give, man. When you come into this thing, man, this is a complete fight. And other brothers and sisters, the scriptures actually talks about how they're going through things just like you are. So the things that you going through, you end up winning that battle. Now you know how to win that battle. Then once you come across another one of your brothers and sisters that's going through something similar, you can say, well, hey, man, this is what's up. You can help them because we're a body. This is the reason why, we study to show ourselves approved, so to speak. It's an ongoing thing. You're not going to know everything, right off, 100. You know what I'm saying? But, as your day-to-day life is going on and you sitting to study and you reading and, you praying, and you're supposed to be growing, man. And with that growth, it's going to come some adversity, man. So you have to just keep that in mind. I just wanted to touch on that for a hot sec, So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Shalom.